I chose Broughton Hall as our home because of its fantastic rural location. It's very tranquil, the facilities are fantastic, we have good on site services, um, but it's not without its challenges, and getting broadband facilities into a rural estate is incredibly challenging. The estate here have done their best to create those facilities by getting a lease line for us. The challenge we face mainly is actually recruiting creative artists to come and work in this area because they're very used to working in city environments. So we do get people from Manchester and Leeds, but it can be challenging for them making that commute because they have to bring a car. And if they don't have a car, then the train service just isn't adequate enough to get them here. If I want to get to Manchester, I can drive there in just over an hour. However, if I want to get the train, then it's a 2-hour journey. It's interesting that we can get to the south of England very quickly. We have good train links between Leeds and London and good train links between Skipton and Leeds. But anywhere around the top of the country, we really struggle. And so these are two of the main challenges that we face as a business, trying to recruit people, allowing them the flexibility to commute, and also trying to move goods and services around the north of England. One of the benefits of being in a rural community is that we have a lot of peace and quiet in the sense that we're not a busy city, and that can add to the creativity of the place. But it can also be a distraction for people who are finding it a little bit too quiet and they're looking for a bit more life. So one of the things we did was, having been here for 20 years and liking the community very much, we invested in a bar and restaurant in our local town. We spent quite a bit of time and money trying to make a place that would create a buzz and an atmosphere and would try and bring some of that city vibe to the local area. I think it's really important that rural communities don't cover themselves in a shroud and see themselves as unchanging, because every community needs to change. Cities change constantly and regularly, and rural communities need to change as well. Otherwise, there's a danger that they're in aspic and beautiful and picturesque, but actually not a lot of use to people. There are lots of different businesses in the area. We do mix with different businesses. We talk to different businesses about the challenges that they face. We have fantastic links with the local college. So we look at what the challenges are for keeping young people in the area. And we know that people tend to want to leave rural areas once they get into their late teens. And what we're trying to do is attract them back. So we try and create good creative apprentice jobs so people can come back and start their training. And we also try and create really good packages for families so that people perhaps coming back out of the city who are looking for somewhere to set up for family life can come and have good flexible working conditions. The schools around here are very good. We're very lucky that on this site we also have a nursery, so people wanting to drop off their children can do so. But generally what we find is people feel quite challenged and worried about whether the infrastructure is going to be strong enough and solid enough for them to make that move.